heard it with my heart. I heard the shofar. Shalom, salam, peace, everyone. Happy 40 year, Mazal Tov, Rabbi Waskow. What a gift you are to this world and to the Jewish people. Here we are in Revolution 7 fire, the fire that burns. What an amazing night. I'm so deeply honored to be here with people I so admire, but especially to introduce a short film about Rabbi Arthur in the Shalom Center made by Tikkun Olam Production. It will follow by Rabbi Arthur and Rabbi Nates that will close out the special and wonderful night. Thank you, Rabbi Nate, for this honor. My name is Gili Getz. I'm an activist and a photojournalist. Rabbi Waskow is responsible for the very essence of my own Judaism, of my own fire burning for my own revolution, the very core of my Torah. Growing up in Israel, I had no need for Judaism. I contextualized Judaism, as many Israelis do, exclusively through an ultra-Orthodox, ultra-nationalistic lens, Judaism that collided with my most cherished values of justice and equality. But something happened during Occupy Wall Street protests. On October 2011, I attended a Yom Kippur Kol Nidrei service organized by Occupy Judaism next to Zuccotti Park. That service was such a deeply spiritual experience, grounded in Judaism and happening at the very center of the protest against raging and immoral, growing inequality, disparity, and greed, an experience that still resonates with me right now. I felt something that night that transformed my connection to Judaism. Inspired by Rabbi Arthur's work, this service revealed to me that Judaism and Torah are not only compatible with my values, but deepen and ground them in profound ways. That our tradition holds wisdom and clarity about repair, compassion, fairness, and justice. I wanted more of this. I didn't know how deeply spiritual and transformative this work would be. It became the focus of my photography and activism. I didn't know then how central Rabbi Arthur's inspired work will be in my journey into the Jewish American wing of the racial and economic justice movement, fighting racial injustice, economic inequality, the climate crisis, a very much a Jewish issue, the occupation of Palestinians, and the danger of white nationalism and supremacy, shoulder to shoulder with communities whose existence is also under threat by white nationalism, in multi-faith and multicultural coalitions. I found and documented Arthur's vision expressed in places across the country where Jews put their bodies on the line in the face of attacks on refugees, immigrants, Muslims, Black and brown communities, trans and queer people, women, and the poor. I found it where we mobilized against the destruction of the planet by big oil. I found it in Masaferiata, in the occupied West Bank, celebrating Liberation Seder with my Palestinian friends, facing forced expulsions and home demolitions. I found it with 1,000 Jews and immigrants blocking the headquarters of the Department of Homeland Security in Washington, D.C., as it was terrorizing immigrants and separating families. Rabbi Arthur was there in the scorching heat, and then after reached out to me to find out if those arrested were doing okay. A very special moment. I found it at the Jews Against ICE action at the Tisha B'Av, occupying Amazon bookstore, mourning and resisting the policies of the government, abusing, deporting refugees and immigrants. I found it in the inspiring Jewish leaders, rabbis, organizers, advocates, activists, educators, and artists who show up, raise their voices, and stand up for justice in the name of our tradition and our Jewish values. In Israel right now, democracy is in crisis. The secular society, our friends and our family are feeling besieged by autocratic and ultra-nationalist Judaism of supremacy, threatening their freedom. They face two choices: to blame religion itself, to make Judaism the villain, to reject it as a threat, or develop and embrace a Judaism that teaches justice, equality, and pluralism, that cherishes the profound truth that we are all created b'tselem Elohim, in the image of God. For me, the choice is clear. And it's clear because I got to experience what Rabbi Waskow envisioned and pioneered. Jewish values I'm proud to fight for a better world for all of us, for all of us. And now for the film that will be followed by the great Rabbi Waskow and the next generation of leadership, Rabbi Nate, closing this historic night. Please play the film.